Welcome to Worthington Home. I'm Chris. I'm about to head out to Manchester, Connecticut. I'm meeting someone who bought a bunch of things from my eBay store. She lives in Somers, Connecticut, and she was hoping we could maybe avoid shipping. So I offered to meet her halfway. So I'm gonna deliver her things to her. We're gonna meet in front of Savers in Manchester. I've never been to that Savers, so that will be a first for me. There's also a Goodwill in that area that I'll probably check out. Then I'm gonna head home. I have lots of eBay listing to do. I also have to tell you that my auction finished, my online estate sale finished up last night. We more than doubled our highest expectations, so it was really successful. And now the next thing is I need to print out the invoices and put everybody's won bids, like there are lots of things, into boxes with their name and invoice on it so that when they come to pick up in 2 days, everything is super smooth and organized and nobody has like a lot of downtime or waiting and there's no panicking about where is something. I am all about the boxes. So I need to get that taken care of. And for extra fun, my brother is here from Vermont and he's hoping we can maybe catch up for a little while, get some coffee, have a drink, something of that nature. So lots ahead, all good stuff. And I think we better hit the road. Let's go. This little tray on the back of the shelf is cute. They only want $2.99 for this. It's a great size and would fit just about anywhere in somebody's house. So this is definitely an option. I really like this amber basket, $4.99. It's got a great color, but I don't think I'm gonna pick it up today. I also like this cobalt blue little covered bowl. And these old telephone somethings are interesting. Do you know what these are? Are they planters? I'm just not sure. This egg is really interesting with the butterflies on it. It was made in Japan, and this is a little Avon piece. Interesting. This super creepy doll is freaking me out. I don't know if they think it's cute, but it's just scaring me. It says, "Hi, my name is Jacob," and the price on this is $6.99. No, thank you. Here's another toll tray, but this one is definitely hand painted, $2.99. It has some condition issues, but overall, I really like this piece. This is a pretty platter. I like the flowers on this, $4.99. This was made in the USA. Very pretty. This is a lovely little handled dish, $4.99. I really like the roses. This was made in Germany, and these little plates are a hard sell on my eBay store, but I do think they're pretty, and then I enjoy seeing them when I'm out and about. This little sauce boat is Noritake, $4.99. These dishes have such a pretty shape to them. I really like the colors on them as well. These are also Noritake. They're very pretty. I'm looking at these, they feel very heavy and chunky like dinerware, and I like the color. $14.99 for 21 pieces, and this was made by Wallace China. They have a great look, but I'm not looking for more dinerware right now. I already have some on my eBay store that I'd like to see go before I bring any more in. We have a pie plate sighting. Apple pie, $4.49, and here is its twin. I like Evesham very much. I've said this before, this little tart plate is $5.49, but it is a slow seller. So again, something else I'm not gonna pick up until I get rid of what I have. What do we have back here? Here we have some really cool shelves. I have this piece at home and I love it. This one's in better condition than mine, if I'm honest, and I wonder what they want for it. $19.99. Well, I found some good things at Savers, including a little sneak peek behind me. I'll show you everything when we get home, of course. And I met the person who picked up the stuff from eBay. She was so lovely. She was here with her husband. She gave me a beautiful pair of earrings that she made. So I can't wait to wear those. And again, you know, just so much fun to meet people that watch this channel. We always have so much in common. So definitely a highlight of my day. That will be hard to top. But I do think I'm going to take the time to just pop into Goodwill. There is one around here somewhere. I need to put it into Waze. And yeah, I'll take a quick peek and then I'll head home. So let's go. This is a very pretty plate, very autumnal. I like the leaves around the rim. This was made by Royal Dalton, and I like it, but there's a lot of wear around the rim. I also don't want to pay $3 for it. And I like these lusterware pieces. The cups and saucers are really nice. $2 for the cups. It looks like the saucers are separate. And this creamer is cute, but no matching sugar. They want $3 for this piece. It is so pretty. I like this teapot. They want $8 for this. It has a chip on the top, unfortunately. My camera's blurry, but this was made in Japan. Cute piece, if not for the chip. This is another pretty plate. $8 for this plate. This is Harker pottery. These are super pretty. I like the pattern. Farberware. Farberware has a lot of these shaped mugs, I find. And this is a very pretty bowl. I like the flowers on this. I really can't read the back stamp, but it's a pretty piece. Such a nice shape. They want $5 for it. This is a sweet teapot. I like the blue and white design on this. Some discoloration is evident and no back stamp, but next to it is what looks like a hall teapot for $8. It's very dirty and sticky. Yes, this is a hall teapot. It's got a great look. This is a definite maybe. And here's another one. This one is also really cool and $8 as well, and also filthy. I like the lid on this. Yep, there's the back stamp. This is so pretty. This is a little piece of Harker ware. Unfortunately, it has a good size crack in it. But if not for that, I would have probably picked this up because I like it. These poor Pyrex dishes have been dishwashed. They look so sad. These are really pretty platters, and I'd be more tempted by them if they weren't priced separately. They really are a set, and it looks like one of them is missing. This guy's pretty too. This was made by Mayat, Vanity Fair, but lots of dark crazing. This is a beautiful little plate. I wish it wasn't $3, but I love the pattern on this, and this is Queen Anne. It's so pretty. Here's some old curiosity shop pieces. I see these around so much at thrift stores at all different price points. This one, yep, there it is, old curiosity shop. I like this eagle candy dish. I think it's a covered candy dish. I'm just curious about who made it. No back stamp. It has a definite 1970s look to me. Maybe it was a bicentennial piece. This is a very pretty platter, but it has a big chip and we're not taking home any sad friends today. No, thank you. Goodbye, sad friend. Here is another pretty platter. This one's brown and white and has a big old crack. It looks like it's been repaired. Arlene pattern, Sterling China Co., East Liverpool. This would have been very pretty. This is a Lenox bowl that has a big chip on it. You see how all the sad friends are getting my attention today, but I am not falling for their tricks. $12 for this Lenox bowl. Okay, I'm just continuing to make my way through the store. I love seeing all the kids' clothes. They're so cute. I'm very tempted by this little shelf with the glass door, but it has a very flimsy feel under my fingertips. They only want $5 for it, and it could be good for display. But yeah, it feels very hollow and very cheaply made. So even though the price is awesome, I think I'm gonna leave this behind. Tough call, this one. And I just found a little chip on this Hall teapot. So unfortunately, this one's gonna have to stay here. It's too bad because I really like it, but I don't wanna take a chance on it with the chip. I can't believe I've just spotted another Hall teapot for $8. This is a great shape. I have this teapot myself in blue, and this one seems like it's in really good condition. There's the back stamp. I am really excited to find so many today. I like this basket, and I could really use a basket in my house, but I don't want to pay $12. These glasses are really nice, but $3 a piece, again, more than I want to pay. Okay, I'm gonna make a stop to one more Goodwill. We're gonna head over to Middletown and see if there's anything good there. We just arrived. All right, let's see what they have here for us today. Look at this cute little framed picture, this little girl with her doll and a little cat. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Don't love the frame. All right, and we're gonna make our way to the home decor section. These are very pretty plates. 99 cents each. These are Farberware, very pretty. There's a lot of them here. These plates are so pretty. I love the color and I love the floral design in the middle. And these are Triumph American Limoges, and unfortunately, they just don't comp out even though they're beautiful. It's breaking my heart because there's a lot of pieces here, but they just don't have the value I would need in order to flip them for a decent profit. Yeah, too bad. This is an interesting platter. Let's see what this is. This has a Limoges-ish feeling about it. And it is, yep, Limoges made in France. So this is really interesting. I'm looking at these plates one last time because they are so pretty. It's like I'm willing them to be more valuable to me than they are. Of course, if they were just for my own use, this price would be great and I would snap them up and be very happy with my find. This is interesting. This is a pitcher without its basin, and they only want $5.99 for it. If I didn't have Destructo cats, I would take this home and use it as a fabulous vase. My hydrangeas would look great in this, but I'm not gonna get it for resale because this is so heavy. It would be a fortune to ship this safely. So it's gonna stay. I'm checking out the basket section, and they have some interesting ones here, but nothing that I feel like I need to bring home with me. This one is kind of good, but I want something I think a little bit higher.
And that brown one is a little browner than I want to be, and it looks a little bit delicate. I think it's gonna kind of fall apart on me. I don't know. This is really interesting. This is for displaying things. This is like a wall shelf, but this is another piece that has a very like hollow, cheap feel about it, even though it's also kind of cool. I'm gonna have to think about this. It has potential, but I don't know. These little wooden creatures are so adorable. Somebody must have just gotten rid of their collection. They want $1.99 each for them, and they definitely are sweet, but I think I'm gonna leave them behind for somebody else because this isn't the sort of thing I have a lot of knowledge about. I really like this tollware piece, but it's really pretty scraped up. I think even too damaged for me. And yep, they want $3.99 for this. I would pick it up if it were in slightly better shape. This donkey with the baskets on either side is so fun. I wonder what you're supposed to put in it. Is this like for pens and pencils? I guess you could also put your remote control in it. Again, not the sort of thing I carry on my store, but it's interesting. I'm looking at this platter again, and I really am not digging the N. I'm wondering if somebody put that there like with a pen. It just doesn't look right, and I think it makes the piece a little bit too specific for a good sale. And although it was made in Limoges and I like it, it's a no. All right, time to head home. I think I have just enough time to get my stuff out of the car, get changed, and then meet my brother. We're gonna try to head out for a quick drink in Berlin. So hopefully I can beat the rain.
So I had a very successful day thrifting in Mansfield, and I've been really excited to show you my finds. I am going to warn you, you're going to hear some weird background sounds from time to time because Eric is working on a new project, which I'll show to you later. And he's sawing and drilling and doing a lot of things in the basement, and that is a good thing. I definitely don't want to interrupt him. We want this project to move forward. So with that in mind, let's get started. So I think the things I'm going to show you first are the things I picked up at Savers in Mansfield. If you're a regular of this channel, you'll know I'm on a break from Savers in Newington because I was just getting ridiculously annoyed by them. And I thought, life is too short, let's stop going there for a while. But Manchester Savers was completely new to me. So I picked up a few things that I liked. Some things were high priced, I thought, but I do like what I found. And actually, before I even show you this, I do want to say I had a comment from 2 viewers asking if I carried anything on my eBay online store besides just China. And I thought that was a great question. It really made me think. I love questions that make me think because yes, predominantly my eBay store has China and porcelain and ceramics and pottery and glass and that kind of stuff. But I do carry other things from time to time, but less frequently and with less maybe variety. So I thought it would be fun to try to recalibrate a little and see if I could pick up some other kinds of vintage items so there's a little bit more variety on my store. So I was very much thinking about that when I was thrifting on this particular day. And I picked up this very cute little toll tray. This is a little guy, but I thought it was really, really cute. I paid $2.99 for it. It's got a really pretty edge, and that will be going on my store. Similarly, I found this round toll tray for $2.99. Now, this one's not perfect. There are some little scratch marks in the tray, but it still has a great look. And I really like the round trays. I like all of the trays. Who am I kidding? But I think it's nice to have some in a less frequently occurring shape, interspersed in a collection if you're someone who has a toll tray collection, which I recommend because they are so beautiful. The next thing I bought, Iris is in a bag, in case you're wondering what that, I didn't put her in a bag, she's playing in a bag, in case you're wondering, she loves bags. I picked up this stack of bowls, so there's 4 bowls for $5.99. Now this is a pattern I had seen at Goodwill in New Britain not that long ago, and I passed them by because the sell-through rate wasn't phenomenal and they were asking kind of a lot for the set they had. They had a one place setting. This was a group of 4 bowls, so a little bit different, in this very simple, kind of modern white and black pattern. This is Vibe by Lennox. And I think what's nice about these bowls is that it doesn't have to be part of a total collection. It could just be, they could be popped in with other kinds of pieces that somebody has on their table. It would look nice with really just about anything. And I thought the price was good for 4 of them, and they're in excellent condition. So I did grab those. And, oh, one last thing that I got at Savers. Maybe my favorite thing that I got at Savers, actually. Although I do love tool trays, as you know, if you watch this channel. I picked up this great mushroom covered jar canister. It's in great condition. $4.99 for this guy. So let me give you a better look. Here is the great mushroom pattern on this. And here is the inside. Everything I bought needs to be washed. I haven't washed anything. And if I'm totally honest, this is like a grungier collection of thrifted things than what I usually get. You'll see more of that in a minute, I'm afraid. This was made in Japan. And the lid is so cute. Let me show you the lid. It has a mushroom on the lid. And then it has like little, it must look like little spores on the top. I guess there would have been some kind of serving something, a scoop, a ladle, something that would have been part of this set originally. That is not here anymore, but I still thought it was a really great piece. A lot of personality in that little piece. It definitely has a 1970s-ish look. Oh, and I just noticed another detail. Hold on a second. I just noticed that even the handles are designed to look like mushrooms. Isn't that adorable? What a cute little element to this very pretty piece. So anyway, yeah, I was really excited to find this, and this will be going on my store, but it has a great sort of 70s-ish look to me, and so I picked it up. Okay, so next up, I went to a Goodwill, which was not that far away, a few miles away, and I picked up a lot of additional interesting things. So somebody was clearly dispersing their collection of Hall teapots, and I was so excited to pick up some. Now, I usually will only pay $5 for a teapot. These were $8. They are also so disgustingly dirty, but I have dish soap and I can fix that. Let me show you the 3 I picked up. There were 4. The 4th one had a pretty good sized chip in it. So even though I really wanted it, I left that one behind. But I did pick up this excellent yellow one with the gold spout, which is awesome. I actually have this exact same design in blue that is my own. And this guy is awesome. So there's the back stamp. And I think it has a phenomenal look. So very excited to have that. Again, I wish I could have paid 5 and not 8, but I paid a lot more for the one that I have. I bought mine at Savers, and I paid a good bit for it. I think I paid like $18 for mine, if I'm not mistaken. Here's another one that I see out and about a lot. And again, I have this same teapot in pink in my own collection. So this is really, really cute. And here is the Hall back stamp. I think this is so pretty and in very nice condition. So cheerful with the yellow and the gold combination. And then the last one I picked up was this one. Really pretty kind of cobalt blue color. Not a lot of pattern, but some pretty gold details, as you can see. There's the bottom. And here is the Hall back stamp. So again, really, really nice piece. And it needs to be washed and then washed again, and then maybe washed 4 more times. Ew. I found this great pillow It has kind of a homemade look to it, but I don't think it really is. It has like a latched hook rug kind of kit feeling to me, but I don't think that is actually, as I said, a homemade piece, but it's so cute. It's the sun, and I love the little tassels on this. I think this is so cheerful. I really liked this. I cannot remember how much I paid for this, and the tag, oh, here it is. I was gonna say the tag isn't on it. The tag was on it, $5.99. So not a phenomenal deal. Oh, and actually I made a mistake. This one was from Savers, not Goodwill. So let me just correct that. This was also Savers. $5.99 is not a phenomenal deal, but I thought this guy was so cheerful. I just had to have it. Okay, now we're going back to Goodwill, where I found this adorable cat. Didn't see that coming, did ya? You were expecting a porcelain cat, but look what I did. I found a wooden one. So I thought this guy was great. He is a basket. How cute is that? And it's cute on this side as well. You can see there's a little cat in the middle and some stencil details, a little cat paw and some leaves. So anyway, whoop, this guy just turns around beautifully and then has a little stand at the base. And I love the tail curling around. So I thought that was really super cute. It was only $3, which I thought was a pretty good price. And this will certainly make its way to my eBay store. Okay, then I found this Eye Godinger. I really love things made by Eye Godinger. This is so dirty. I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna show it to you the way it is because I want you to see the things that I pick up. And that way it's like you're part of the process. And then if you ever find yourself in a thrift store and you see something really dirty and your inclination is to run away from it, which is understandable, maybe you'll say, no, Chris from Worthington Home said, even if it's disgusting, I can take it home and wash it. And no, this video was not sponsored by Dawn Dish Soap, although it should have been. Ooh, it's really bad. But anyway, isn't it pretty though? It really reminds me a lot of Port Marion. It is not Port Marion. As I said, this is Eye Godinger, but very similar look with the beautiful flowers and the butterfly. It has such a hand-painted look, and it has an attached, a detached underplate. So this is all held together with cellophane. This was $4.99. I'm gonna open this now so I can show you. I guess this is like a cheese dome. Oh wow, and this is even prettier than I realized. Look how pretty the underplate is. That is a really, really lovely piece. So again, I'm gonna wash this for 8 or 10 hours and then it will be on my eBay store. So stay tuned. All right, full transparency. I just washed it. I couldn't even put it down on my tablecloth and it looks so good. Oh my gosh, it's shockingly different now that it's clean. I mean, I saw the potential before, of course, but now it is lovely and doesn't make me want to scrub my skin off, which is a plus. Yay. Okay, so that piece is nice and clean. I picked up this very pretty Blue Ridge pottery plate, and I thought this was really nice. It has a lot of pretty details in the flowers. And, oh, and you know what? Again, I'm getting mixed up because I'm talking about Goodwill in Manchester, forgetting that I also went to Goodwill in Middletown. And I don't remember which pieces I picked up in Manchester versus Middletown. I apologize. That's what happens when I don't film these haul segments like right after I go shopping. It all gets jumbled in my poor sad brain. So sorry about that. Manchester and Middletown Goodwills. I bought that Blue Ridge plate, and the Blue Ridge plate reminded me to say that because I had recently thrifted almost the exact same plate by the same maker in Middletown the week before, and I'm thinking they were probably together and just got separated in the back room. And Destructo Cat. Oh, we don't want Destructo Cat near all the breakables. Off you go. Go find it back. Yes, you will. Anyway, yeah, I think those plates got separated in the back room of Goodwill. I have a feeling they came from the same household. because they're really like exactly the same. So I was glad to find that. That was $1.99. The other Blue Ridge plate already sold. Who knows, maybe the person who bought the last one will want a friend for it. You never know, but it will be on my store. The next thing I picked up, I really loved. This is really good. I think this is really good. I bought 3 of these fabulous plates with the green rim. These are Fitz and Floyd. So here are apple plates, pear plates, and then there is an apple with grapes plate. So all slightly different, but definitely go together. Also need to be washed. There's the rim. Here, oops, hold this properly. Here is the back stamp. And these will all be going on my eBay store, but I thought they looked great. And Fitz and Floyd tends to sell pretty well for me, so I always get excited when I find it in, of course, good condition. Oh, okay, but this is really good. I think this piece came from Middletown, so let me show you this. I thought this was fabulous. Look at this, it's like milk glass with all kinds of pipe designs on it. It really is a neat piece. So I think this was a tobacco jar. Here is the top. It has this really interesting, that's all sort of, it's not carved out, it's what, impressed and printed. I never know the names of these things, but it's in really nice condition. I was excited to find this. It had no sticker on it, so I took it to the front and asked about it, and the girl at the cash register said, "How's $1.99?" And I said, "That sounds great." So got this for $1.99. I thought this was awesome. I haven't even shown it to Eric yet. I think Eric's really gonna like it. I remember these were from Manchester because the prices in Manchester were higher than the prices in Middletown. But I really liked these plates. So there are 4 little decorative plates that I think I'm gonna show you on the table. So hang on a second. I think that's a better way to see them. I picked up this pretty little plate. Isn't that lovely with the little cottage on it? I thought this had some great colors to it. This one is Royal Albert, the Old Mill. Such a nice piece. Then I picked up this plate. This has such nice colors to it. I've seen this in tea, cup, and saucer form before. And I know that because I remember the little bows and all of the little tiny pink flowers that look like stars. And this is called Royal Bridal Gown. Yes, I can read. Royal Bridal Gown. The problem isn't that I can't read. The problem is that I can't always see. This was made by Queen Anne. So this is very pretty. Then I found this one with the ivy and the flowers. Lovely. Again, as I had said, these were all $3. This is Royal Albert, and it's called Ivy Leah. So attractive. And then this one is really, really good as well. And it's got the bird and wonderful colors in it. This one's maybe my favorite of the 4. And this is Royal Albert. And I think it says, I don't know what it says. It says something I can't read right this second. And I don't have my magnifying glass with me this minute because it's in my purse in the other room. But I really liked that. While I'm down here, let me give you a closer look at the Blue Ridge plate. It is so dirty. I am also going to throw my tablecloth in the washing machine today. So if you're thinking, why do you have dirty plates on your clean tablecloth? The answer is this tablecloth is not that clean and it's getting washed later. Here are the plates that I got from Fitz and Floyd. So here's one. My loopy case is forever in my way. Here's the other. And there's the third. Aren't they pretty? I was really happy with those finds. Here is a closer look at what I think is a tobacco jar. That's a really great piece, and here's the top. Here is the Eigoninger cheese dome. I think it's a cheese dome. It's so clean. Oh, sometimes it's the little things in life that makes us happy, yes?
here is the cat basket. Adorable. Of course, you know, I love cats, so to find something like this featuring cats definitely appeals to me. This, of course, will stand up by itself. I just haven't pulled out the little kickstand feature, but really cute. And here is a close-up of the pillow that I think is so cheerful. It definitely has a mid-century modern vibe to it, but I think could look really pretty as a pop of color just about anywhere. Here's a closer look at the round toll tray. Has nice details, and this little guy. Little toll trays can be so handy because you can pop them in to fill in little gaps in other kinds of collections. Here are the bowls that I was showing you earlier. Vibe by Lennox. And the fabulous mushroom container. Maybe this is even a tureen. Would you maybe have made mushroom soup in this? That would be pretty fun to serve. And I only wonder that because, again, this cutout I think would probably fit a ladle that is long gone. Here is the collection of Hall teapots. So the cobalt blue one, the yellow one with the round handle, and this sweet one that has little flowers that look a lot like daisies to me. So yeah, quite a haul, but I'm not finished yet. Here's a little corner cabinet or corner shelving system that I picked up. This one was actually from Savers. I paid $6.99 for it. I can't use it in my house because I have almost no corners because we have a lot of like beams in corners actually. So I got this one with the idea of probably reselling it. There's some disturbance to the finish down there that I might be able to make nicer. Not sure, but I thought this was kind of a cool piece and I like how tall it is. Makes it a little different. Usually when I see them, they tend to be shorter and fatter. I kind of like that this one had a tall and thin kind of presence to it. So that was an interesting piece. I've laid this down so I can show it to you better. I also got these fabulous shelves. Now I have shelves like this myself upstairs in the attic, and I keep teacups inside it, and I also have some royal family memorabilia, souvenirware, commemorative cups, that kind of stuff in there. And I really enjoy looking at it every day. I don't think I have a space for this one in my house, but these are just so awesome. I couldn't pass it by. And I thought, you know, maybe at some point I'll sell it, or maybe if I do get a booth space at some point, which I continue to think about, this could be an excellent piece for display. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing, but I just had to have it. And I'm looking for the price tag. Of course it's going to be on the side I didn't lift up. Why would it be easy if it could be hard? Here it is. This was from Savers, so I paid $19.99 for this. Not a cheap price, but I love mine. And I thought, you know, if one is good, two is better. The last thing I want to show you, I'm not sure if this was a success or not. The jury is still out on several fronts, but I've been looking for tall, thin lights that can go on either side of this sort of Chippendale style bench on my second floor landing. I have two plant stands that can't have plants on them. You know why, but actually it's a great opportunity to use them as tiny little tables for some lamps, because that spot in the foyer really, not foyer, in the landing really doesn't get much light at all. And especially like in the winter when it's super dark, it would be nice to have more light there. And we don't usually use like kind of that section of the house because it's got my son's room, and he's never there. I mean, he comes home not that much. And then there's a guest room, and frankly, we don't have that many guests. But it is a pretty spot, and I do want it to look finished, and I want it to be welcoming when we do have people there. So I picked up these two lights, and I liked that they were tall and thin.
I really liked the gold tone on this. It will really fit the aesthetic I have going on up there. Now, are they tall enough to make the impact that I want? You know, I think so. I like that they have sort of a candle stand look about them, sort of. So there were two, and that was the other thing I really liked because I really felt that I needed two that were exactly the same in that spot. It's a very tight little spot, and I think if I had two different lights, it would be very distracting. So I picked these up. They were $5.99 each. These were from Savers, so yeah, not sure. And then I picked up little shades that are pretty shot to go with them. I picked up the shades because I liked the shape and size of the shades, and I thought I might be able to transform them. So here are the shades. They were $2.99 each. So this is kind of, actually, let me take the top off so I can show you what they will look like. Okay, so this would be kind of how it looks. And again, I think the look is going to be correct. I've got to try it. Yeah, and I need to do something with these shades. They're not in great shape, you can see. But I know lots of people do DIY projects to really spruce up shades. I'm not much of a DIY girl. I just don't have any skills. But could I learn some? I don't know. Maybe I could. So I might play around with these a little bit, but I decided to take a chance and we'll see how it turns out.
Well, I'm not super loving this, and it's not really the fault of the lamps. I just think the plant stands are too high in relation to the bench. It's just not at the correct eye level. I don't know. I think maybe a floor lamp would make more sense here, but I hate to put the plant stands in the attic because these are Margolis pieces and we really love them. So I might just leave them like this for a while and just see how I feel. But I think either lower little tables or a floor stand would make more sense. I would much rather have the plant stands have plants on them, but you know the cats will just knock them over and make a mess. We've already done that several times. So I'm gonna have to give it a thought. Leave me a comment if you have any ideas or suggestions for what I might do here. And Iris is very interested in the whole thing. Or not. I just threw this throw pillow on a chair in my library. This chair isn't the right kind of chair for the pillow, but I don't really have the right kind of chair for this pillow. It would look great on most more sort of streamlined, modern looking chairs. This could be really cute, popped in a bed. It would look nice in a child's room, in a sunroom, on a porch. It's just kind of a good for anything type pillow. And again, I think the colors really lend themselves to bringing in some brightness to a room. So, really cute piece. And as you can see, all of the animals are coming in and out of the room because they're so excited about it. Everybody's got a toy. I thought I would show you how cute this little cat basket looks when it's all propped up the way it's supposed to be. And I thought about putting something inside it like candles or flowers or something, but I kind of like it plain because the inside is really cute. So I decided to just kind of leave it as is, but I think it's adorable. And what's nice about a cat like this is that this isn't a destructo cat, so it can safely be on a place such as a hutch without breaking everything in sight. And for that reason, I think this cat is a real winner. I thought I would show you the start of a new project here in our home. Eric is putting up a doorway so that we're gonna have a little bit more of a separated hallway from the back of the sunroom to our back porch. And the reason for this is it will allow us to shut this new door
so that when the dogs are outside, we can keep the doors open waiting for Wilson to get up the stairs without the cats potentially running out of the sunroom, like you see where Indy is now. So they can't get out the door. So we worry about these indoor cats going outside because mostly of Iris, who of course has no fear, but is deaf. So there are a lot of predators in our neighborhood. There are acres of woods behind us. And this little one would not hear something creeping up behind her. So we want to make sure, and obviously we don't want Indy out either. So we want to make sure we have a much better system, and in theory, this will allow us to go away for a couple of days with somebody watching the animals that we can feel trustworthy and safe that they're not going to run out the door. So that is the project for the day. Here's an update on the door. Eric hasn't installed it yet. This is just propped up where it's going to be going because I wanted to show you. So it's going to let in a lot of light, which will be really nice. But of course, as I've already explained, the main function is to make sure we can let the dogs in and out without accidentally letting the cats slip outside where it's really not safe for them to be. And I think this is going to work so beautifully. It's been a lot for Eric. This poor man never rests, but I think it will be a really fabulous addition to our house. So that's what I have for you today. It was a really busy thrifting day. 3 thrift stores. I took a lot of time in all of them, and I got to meet a viewer of the channel, which was fantastic, and that was just an awesome experience. Definitely the highlight of my day. I got to see my brother at the end of my thrifting trip, and we were able to catch up a little bit, which was nice. So all in all, a very fun day. I also want to tell you that as at the time of this recording, I have just hit 3,000 subscribers. So if you are one of the viewers who has subscribed, I want to thank you so much for doing so. It really helps my channel grow. Whether you've subscribed or not, I appreciate you supporting this channel just by watching. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.